This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
But this year, we are doing adfreeshows.com member questions, and they are able to ask their questions right here so that you can hear them. We can hear them. They can ask them themselves. So I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to start with Michael McClanahan this week, and he's going to have a question for you. So I'm going to cue that up for us here in a minute. Here's some questions. Here we go.
Michael McClanahan, top guy. Kurt, I really enjoyed the pre-match video package and thought it did an excellent job at building anticipation and setting the tone for the match. Who in TNA deserves the most credit for the creation and execution of these video packages, and what were some of your favorite pre-match segments to film?
So there it is, Kurt. Pre-match video. Who was putting those together, and what were some of your favorites?
Well, I believe Kevin Sullivan was doing it, and Jeremy Borash would film them and then give it to Kevin Sullivan. He would edit it and put it together. They were incredibly talented. Both of them did an amazing job, had great chemistry, and they came up with some great products.
There you go. All right, here we go. We're going to do another question that we have.
Hi, this is Brad Stanton, top guy. Hey, Kurt, I recently talked to you on Ask Kurt, and I was asking you about injuries. I was just wondering, during this match with James Storm, what injuries were you dealing with?
Well, the match with James Storm, I was healing from a severe hamstring tear, and it was really severe. I mean, it almost tore in half. So we knew it'd take a long time to heal. They usually take about 4 to 6 months to heal entirely. And I'd say by this point in time, I tore the hamstring, I believe, about 3 months prior to my match with James. So I was still nursing that injury. That was a pretty serious injury.
All right. Thank you, Kurt. Next up, we're going to go over to a wrestling historian.
This is Instagrammer wrestling historian, team member, Mr. Angle. Do you prefer this match with James Storm or the previous one at Final Resolution 2011? Thanks in advance.
I would say the match Final Resolution was a better match. I thought my match with James, the last match I had with him, was a little stale. We might have reached a little too far in the well with making him look as strong as we did. But I'd say the 2011 Final Resolution match was our best match.
Yeah, that match went 17 minutes, 30 seconds. He did defeat you, but again, longer match sounds like it was a little bit of a better wrestling match in terms of what you preferred.
A higher rating.
All right.
Meltzer gave it a higher rating.
There we go. All right, let's go to our final fan question from Denovius Mac.
Hey, Kurt, this is Denovius Mac, and I'm an OG top guy. Thank you for taking time to answer our questions. So I'll get right into it. My question is, last year, Conrad touched on Pope not getting a push due to timing, but also Conrad brought up a good point that historically speaking, African Americans weren't really pushed to be the top guy. So I wanted to ask you if you agree with that statement about African Americans not getting the push back then or even now. And also, how good of a talent was Pope? Do you think, in your opinion, was he good enough to be the top champion in TNA, or was there anything holding him back? Was he well received backstage? What say you? Thank you.
Well, I would say Pope was really talented. He had it all. I mean, he had a great look. He had a great gimmick. He was great in the ring, great on the microphone. I think that he could have went as far as he wanted to go. Do I think back then they weren't utilizing African Americans as much as they should have? Probably. I think they're doing a better job of it today. As a matter of fact, I would say they are doing a better job of it today. And it was something that had to happen. So I believe Pope would have been a top draw in the company if it was later on, years later. Yes, I believe so. I think that he would have gotten the proper push and that he would have been one of the top guys in the company. He was that talented.
There you go. No, absolutely. When you think about him on the mic, his mic skills were fantastic, and he could wrestle too. And so absolutely a big fan of his. And thank you guys, all our ad-free show members, for those great questions this week. We appreciate it. And this is where the plug is. If you would like to be a part of the Kurt Angle Show and ask questions and hear your voice just like we did today, you now have that opportunity in 2022. So go over, check out adfreeshows.com, sign up and interact with Kurt Angle, just like many of our members get to. They recently did an Olympic slam event with you, got to talk to you one-on-one, a Zoom event, Kurt, and had a great time with you there.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.